Stochasticity Project is an avenue for us to explore new techniques, new ingredients, things that may not fit our normal approach to brewing, and so this perfectly dovetailed into that whole concept, and so that's why we thought it might be good in the Stochasticity program. Beer can be infused with carbon dioxide, which is a natural byproduct of fermentation, and some brewers will add carbon dioxide to beer. Nitrogen is also used, but helium, that was just bizarre. I didn't believe it, and I just thought he was coming out of left field with that.
Obviously there's the halogens. You don't want to do any of that in beer because it'll melt you. And so let's do the noble gases, you know, argon and the like. And of course, we're thinking, oh, okay, we got some helium, you know, sitting around from running our gas chromatograph, and let's try just helionating a beer and putting some helium in it and seeing how that affects the mouthfeel and the taste. Once
Rick actually sat down with me and explained it to me, I thought it was a very intriguing idea and something that we might be able to do something really neat with. So we went ahead and gave it a shot.
It really does give a really interesting character to the beer. It kind of adds that third dimension. You know, we think about aroma, we think about taste, but mouthfeel and kind of how that, you know, is more of an interactive experience for a lot of people.
Just from the power of the helium kind of going up your nose is definitely the most aggressive in terms of sensory experience that a beer that Stone's ever made.
When the can is pressurized after filling, the cap is put on the can, the pressure forces beer into the widget. And then when the can is opened, the beer streams out of the widget and the helium is totally absorbed into the beer.
Yeah, so you can see it cascades very similarly to nitrogen, but it's actually much faster, and it will actually the helium will actually come out of solution a lot faster than nitrogen will, just because it is so much lighter than air.
Well, obviously there's a huge hop presence here in the aromatics. I can get that from here, you know, that tropical fruit goodness from Helga hops.
And right away, I mean, it's just a flood of hops on there. I mean, the lighter than air nature of helium will actually volatilize a lot of the aroma compounds a lot more readily, a lot faster than normal CO2 or nitrogen. And man, it actually just forces itself up your nose a little bit.
Wow. It's got this very interesting tingly sensation on the back of my throat. I've never experienced anything like that before. Oh man, that's pretty amazing. It does tingle in the back of the throat a little bit. It actually does give you that little bit of a kick in the mouth, and it kind of shoves it up your nose too. And it's kind of interesting to see how aroma can just really, you know, punch your nose like that. How cool. It's tasty, and it's very strange, in a good way. I'm really glad that Mitch finally agreed to this idea, because I really do think this is a pretty revolutionary, you know, idea. So aggressive.